this is Megan from You Go To Be Kidding. I am out here with the goats and the sheep. They're back there too. They wanted to make themselves known. I hope you guys have had a wonderful Christmas and a good New Year. I kind of love this winter slowdown. Sometimes it gets dreary with the gloomy days, but I really love the slowdown of the farm, and after the holidays things just kind of take a different level, and I love it. So trying to use this time to just rest and recover and just enjoy our time. So this week I'm a little late on the video, but I'm out here with our goats and our sheep, and I've got the dog, giving her a chance to be off leash. And so I'll just have us check in. We're getting close to sheep having babies, but nothing yet. So it's always that time where I think they're getting close and then they just keep holding out forever. So we're within a couple weeks for sure, but I'm not sure when the sheep will come. But thanks for joining us. We are officially on lamb watch. So we've been watching our two ewes, and their udders are starting to fill up and bag up. And we came out here, it's 8 o'clock this morning, but we came out before chores just to check on Luna. We thought maybe last night she'd have her lambs. She didn't, but we will be keeping you updated. I can't imagine it'll be too much longer. So the one on the left there, Spots, and her udder is starting to bag up too, and Luna is the one in the back. And so all day yesterday she was kind of acting funny, and she's kind of swollen in the rear end, and her udder is all bagged up. It's pretty hard to see unless you can get the right angle. You can see a little under there. I don't want to touch the fence though. But we came out just to check. So far nothing, but I bet it's going to be pretty soon. We're out here with River. We've been trying to get her more and more exposure to the sheep, and as you can see, we brought the sheep down here to the barn. We're officially out of pasture up in the front, and there's some grass here, but it's too low for them to graze, so I think we're just kind of choosing this as a sacrifice paddock, which means we'll leave them here and we'll feed them mostly hay. I think leaving them here with the grass so short, it will damage the grass a little bit, but they have to be somewhere. So this is the best we've come up with for the moment anyway. We're letting them eat here. We'll get them hay. Hi, Sean. And it's been really good to see in the last few days. I feel like River's made a big improvement. It's interesting to see her next to the neighbor dogs really get her going. But she's behaving way differently with the sheep with the dogs barking. She's obviously interested, but so what she's been doing with the sheep is she tries to get them to chase her. She kind of just did it there. But she has been doing so much better lately that she's just standing there. And I have her e-collar on her so I can help correct her from afar, but she's doing really, really well. So I'm definitely encouraged. Good girl, River. Yes, you are a good girl. Hi. Good girl. So one thing we don't have a lot of is a lot of good space to just let River run and play and not constantly be worrying about stuff. So this is the back half of our barn pasture. The goats have the front half. First, she's been doing really well, so I've let her in here with them, and she's been in with the sheep. But I wanted her to just kind of be by herself for a few minutes. But it's really interesting. So all she's doing the catches, this is the neighbor that had some dogs that are back there. And so she's mostly just patrolling for them. They're not out at the moment. But she is doing a really good job. And I think yesterday we had a breakthrough. There is a chicken in this pasture here. He's up by the barn there. We've got a rooster. We just had an extra guy. It got crazy cold a few weeks ago, down into negative 17 wind chill, which was crazy. And now it's, 60. So Tennessee's weather is a little crazy. Anyway, he was by himself, so to keep him warm, we put him down in the barn. Yesterday, I forgot that he was down here and let River out to interact with the goats. And she immediately took off after him. But I had her e-collar on, and I was able to correct her. And so today I just brought her in, and she didn't even look at him twice. So I'm really, really encouraged and really excited that she might be somewhat over her chicken problem. But these goats are looking good. So Ivy, here's the black and white one. She should be nice and pregnant. Tansy in the back. She should be pregnant too. And then we actually just got cedar bred too. So she is not due until May. But I am excited for these ladies to have all three of them. The goats in winter are just easier. They're all together. Hello, Mr. Elron. Now we will probably be looking to sell him and bring in a new buck. So hopefully we can find a mini La Mancha buck nearby that's not related to any of our crew. And hopefully we can find him a good home too. You are so curious, but you smell. Bucks definitely do smell. Hello, buddy. Look up here. I'm out here hanging with River, just letting her be off leash, and just want to share how encouraged I am. So the last few times we've been working with her, she's really struggling with the chickens, and it definitely gets discouraging. We're inexperienced, we don't know what we're doing, and I know that it just takes good training, but we don't always know what we're supposed to be doing. So I was able to talk to my friend who is her breeder and who is actually the one we got our sheep from too. And she encouraged me in the corrections I was doing and gave me some new ideas on how to work on things. And so just in the past maybe week or so, I feel like I've noticed some big improvements. She's not afraid of the sheep anymore, and she doesn't play with them as often. She does try to get them to chase her every once in a while, but that's happening less often. She is staying calm and, you know, kind of standing up to the sheep. So they don't want to hit her, or if they do, she's not, you know, getting upset or running away. She's staying really calm. She's good with the goats. We had that breakthrough in the barn with the chicken. I was able to correct her, and she stopped. And I also had a cool experience in the sheep pen yesterday with Sean. Hey, kid. Hey, pup. You want to be on camera? Oh. She's going over to check out the neighbors. But so I was in with the sheep, and Sean came over. He hasn't officially headbutted us, but he definitely comes over like he's going to. And he was coming over really fast, and so I went to turn around. Caleb said, "Hey, Mom, Sean's coming." So I turned around and was about to kind of push him off, and River actually stepped up in between me and kind of jumped at him in a like totally appropriate sheepdog herding type way, kind of bit at his face, not like a bite, but just used her mouth to push him away. And she got in between me and him and pushed him down, and then stayed there and just sat down, and he kind of like headbutted her a little, and she just stayed right there and blocked him. And so it was just really, really cool to see her doing her job and doing it well, and I'm just so encouraged. So yeah, all the work is worth it, and we're still learning, but she's turning into a really good dog. So she's calmly meeting Ivy. Ivy is the one that notoriously headbutts her and is the grumpiest about everybody. She's just staying a lot calmer and not getting so excited. Just kind of walking around, smelling them. This is a pretty dramatic difference, actually, even just in a few weeks, which is pretty cool. Hi, Cedar. And so all this time she's been in here for a couple minutes now. That rooster is right over there by the barn. And she has not, it's possible she hasn't seen him, but she has not paid him any mind. I definitely have the e-collar ready if she were to go after him. I think she definitely saw it. Oh, man. You guys don't even know. Prior to that, her chicken experience was definitely, I want to chase you. maybe didn't start with I want to eat you, but it was definitely I want to play with you. So I'm just really encouraged. That's really cool.